Good afternoon to all distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. A very, very warm welcome to the seminar on sustainability-related financial disclosures, co-hosted by the Securities and Exchange Commission Thailand, the Stock Exchange of Thailand, Thai Institute of Directors, and the Asian Development Bank. My name is Pami Sinida Petvilakun, truly honored to be your Master of Ceremonies today. So today we aim to provide insights from policymakers, from international standard setter regarding sustainability disclosure direction and investor perspective, as well as learning experiences of leading corporates in Thailand, ASEAN, and Japan, a leading economy in the region in this sphere. We have 4 sessions in the seminar, so we'll start with listening to the regulator, and then followed by how international standard affect us by learning from IFRS Foundation. And then the third one will learn first-hand experience from practitioner Toyota's TCFD disclosure experiences. And last but not least, the panel discussion on sustainability-related financial disclosures by Thai and ASEAN companies. So without further ado, the first agenda will begin. Ladies and gentlemen, we're very honored to have co-organizer joining us today to deliver opening remarks, Dr. Sauraphon Tulayasathian, Senior Executive Vice President, Head of Corporate Strategy Division, and Head of Sustainable Market Development Division, the Stock Exchange of Thailand. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Sauraphon onto the stage.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Kun Phaiboon Damrongwari from the Securities and Exchange Commission. On behalf of the Stock Exchange of Thailand, it is truly an honor to welcome all of you to today's event, where we will discuss a timely topic on sustainability-related financial disclosure. According to the World Economic Forum, in the next decade, 5 out of 10 global risks are related to environment, ranging from climate crisis to biodiversity loss to ecosystem collapsing and shortage of natural resources. These challenges not only pose economic threats, but also shape investment toward sustainability issues. Investors now seek greater transparency on the disclosure of ESG to assess the risk and investment opportunity in their portfolio. Therefore, companies must make urgent progress in executing ESG strategy, as well as disclosing information that are necessary. Disclosure undoubtedly play a crucial role in this development, especially now that people are more mindful of greenwashing, or now we call it ESG washing. Given this momentum, we need to urgently address the issue of sustainability-related disclosure. As for Thailand, the disclosure landscape has rapidly evolved from voluntary CSR to mandatory ESG reporting in one report. Aligned with global trends, there is a growing demand for transparency to integrate ESG information into global mainstream reporting. This is where IFRS S1 and S2 come into play. I believe that early action by companies to enhance their disclosure based on the newly formed ISSB standard will not be instrumental but very critical in the further development. Therefore, it is crucial for stakeholders to keep pace with the new development and catch up with the new trend in the disclosure to stay upfront in the evolving landscape. Before ending, I'd like to extend my sincere appreciation to the speakers and moderators for today's event, as I believe that all of us will enjoy a fruitful development, understanding the update, as well as the discussion, and we will be prepared for whatever will come in the future. So thank you very much, and welcome to our stock exchange event today in cooperation with IOD, ADB, and SEC. Thank you so much.
Thank you. ขอบคุณค่ะ Thank you very much, Dr. Sorapon. So please kindly remain on the stage for a photo session. And now I would like to invite all speakers and moderators, please come up on the stage for a group photo session. Right, thank you very much. And this is the seminar on sustainability-related financial disclosures. And the first session will begin with the first exciting session on policy directions on sustainability-related financial disclosure by Khun Phaiboon Damrongwali, Assistant Secretary General from the Securities and Exchange Commission, Thailand. So let me tell you a bit more about Khun Phaiboon. He has extensive experience in supervising the fundraising activities of publicly traded companies, of REITs, and of property and infrastructure funds, both through initial public offering or private placements to ensure compliance with regulations and completeness of information disclosed to investors. So the key experience includes overseeing post-fundraising and ongoing operations and regulating venture capital and private equity. He's at forefront of policy and execution in SME financing with a focus on promoting the issuance and offering of securities. So currently, he's responsible for overseeing the implementation of fundraising policy and supervising equity and debt issuers, as well as disclosure rules and requirements. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Khun Phaiboon onto the stage.
Okay, thank you. Sorry. Okay. Good afternoon, all participants, and Dr. Sorapon from the Stock Exchange of Thailand. My name is Phaiboon Damrongwali, Assistant Secretary General, Fundraising Division from the SEC Thailand. First and foremost, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to the ADB and Stock Exchange of Thailand as a key host for inviting SEC to be one of speakers in this event. Today, I would like to talk about the ESG disclosure roadmap that the Thai SEC will have a plan to do in this year. Okay, before going to the detail of the ESG about the roadmap that I talked to you, nowadays, as you know that, as you're familiar with the Thai capital market, we have one issue that is our challenge for us is about the trust and confidence. And I think that undeniably that the market confront the volatilities due to the internal and external factors. That's why the SEC is committed to bolstering the efficiency of the Thai capital market, along with enable the business to expand their operation, as well as the investors are empowered to achieve the financial well-being. To do this, SEC has formulated the SEC strategic plan. It's about 3-year plan that start from this year to 2026. We set the direction for supervision and development of the Thai capital market in order to enhance the confidence together with the sustainability issue within the nation. So in case of the promoting the sustainability-related information disclosure, as you know that SEC Thailand together with the Stock Exchange of Thailand have encouraged the business to integrate ESG into their operations and disclose ESG information efficiently since 2022. SEC require a listed company to disclose the ESG related information integrated with the business reporting that we call the one report, as you know. And this includes the carbon emission and human rights matter in the one report. And the one report could enhance the quality of the ESG disclosure and also improve the availability of ESG data. And in the one report, as you know, that there are 4 main topics about this. It's a policies and objective of the sustainable management of the impact on stakeholder in the business value chain, management of environmental and social management. This is 4 areas that we include in the one report. Moreover, Thai SEC not only encourage the listed company that list on the stock exchange of Thailand, but other stakeholders as well to aware and recognize the importance and risks on the ESG, so that the business will be able to include such topic into their operation properly. And together and collaboration with many strategic partnerships, SEC Thailand has been conducting many activities through seminars, workshops, CEO dialogue, and focus group with intention of building the capacity and accurate understanding of information disclosure regarding the one report, particularly in the case of the greenhouse gas emission and human rights. And also to assess the ESG information disclosure both quantitative and qualitative basis. After launching, SEC has initiated that we call the One Report Assessment Program. And we found that the listed company have an awareness about and take ESG into their account. However, there are still number of listed companies still not put concretely this policy in the action, and the target is also ambiguous. And this data, however, we were considered along with the ESG promotion measure as well. And the challenge that we found along with the sustainable related information disclosure journey, I think like other countries, the data collection system is complex, vague, and not easy to process. Then it will link to the data qualities and will affect the usage and the comparabilities of the data. And also the greenhouse gas scope-free disclosure is complicated, and the cost is high, and the verifier is limited. And also the fragmentation of the disclosure standard. We know that we have many standards that the listed company must to do and comply with. And to emphasize of the SEC, the dedicated action on the ESG disclosure priorities, SEC was announced to be the very first public sectors in Thailand who role as a task force on the climate-related financial disclosure (TCFD) supporter. We have been providing this capacity building and tools to help the business sectors to further develop their disclosure to be in line with the TCFD recommendation and standard. However, the disclosure pursuant such a standard is still limited. So as you know that the ISSB standard was launched last year in June, right? And the ASCO encouraged each jurisdiction to consider adopting and applying the standard, depending on the jurisdiction nature and context, such as phrasing approach and transition relief. And SEC think that the new standard will have the significant variable to set forward direction of the sustainability related disclosure for the Thai capital market as well. And also the higher topic today is about the ESG roadmap that I talked to you earlier. Because the global trend and context have been changing from time to time, Thailand is planning to uplift the listed company sustainability related disclosure standard to be consistency with the ISSB standard. This will enhance the efficiency and transparency of reporting, and investors are capable to use such a comparative information to support their consideration. So throughout the collaboration with ADB and the the ISSB roadmap, SEC Thailand will assess the difference between the current standard, that the one report, and the ISSB standard. And after assessment, the SEC Thailand will take the outcome into our consideration along with the public consultation to improve the ESG disclosure requirement. And the public consultation expect to be by the end of this year, maybe third or fourth quarter. So maybe next year we will see the roadmap toward the ESG in the Thai capital market, toward the ISSB. And sure that we know that the participant and the stakeholder in the capital market have different size sectors and also different level of the greenness and readiness to do ESG. So SEC realizes and aware that one size doesn't fit all. So we will carefully consider the readiness of the company accordingly, and also will provide the tools and mechanisms to assist the business, depend on the business nature and the characteristic. And another point is that the assurance that is very essential for the disclosure, ESG disclosure, especially for the verification of the greenhouse gas emission data. However, the number of disclosure the company is limited, so SEC will provide a subsidized program to encourage the use of verifier. SEC prolonged the measure on the annual fee exemption to the listed company equal to the greenhouse gas emission verification fees, but not exceed 50,000 Thai baht per year. This includes the cost of hiring a consultant to prepare a carbon footprint as well. And to strengthen the sustainable capital market, the collaboration is crucial. And SEC Thailand have been collaborating with public sectors, private sectors, and relevant stakeholders, both domestically and internationally, for encouraging the listed company to integrate ESG thought and concept to be the part of the business operation and be able to disclose information efficiently. In terms of environment aspect, SEC Thailand has been working with various local and international organizations such as TGO, Stock Exchange of Thailand, Thai Listed Company Association, and will provide the capacity building this year to enhance the understanding on greenhouse gas emission and adoption of international standards through the seminar. To go without the cooperation with the business sectors who has important role in bringing the dynamic change. Tone from the top, the direction from the board of directors is quite important. This will initiate the direction and culture of the corporation. Trust when each company has the same direction on the ESG disclosure and sustainability, then we will create an echo and the baseline.
Right, thank you very much. Khun Phaiboon Damrongwari, Assistant Secretary General from the SEC Thailand, for telling us more about policy direction, regulators' perspective, and expectation regarding sustainability disclosure. Ladies and gentlemen, let's proceed to the next session. Sustainability disclosure is a key element to attract investors, which will foster sustainable investment and growth. With various international sustainability disclosure standards, there are increasing needs for comparable and incredible sustainability-related disclosures. The International Sustainability Standard Board, or ISSB, launched its first two sustainability-related financial disclosure standard, IFRS S1 S1 and S2 in June 2023. So in the light of this, I would like to invite Ms. Yoshiko Chibasaga, the Director for IFRS Foundation Asia Oceania Office, to share her perspective, experience, and what would be implications to Thai corporates from international standard setter who developed these groundbreaking standards. Please welcome Ms. Yoshiko onto the stage.
Thank you very much, kind introduction for myself. I'm very happy to come to Bangkok. This is the first time for CAB visit. I'm very excited to visit this city, and I'm surprised, interesting and ESG-related issues. I'm very happy to work with you. I'm Yoshiko Shibasaka. I'm the director of the office, Asia Oceania office, located in Tokyo. I'm happy to work as ASEAN people in order to increase the quality of the corporate reporting, especially regarding the sustainability-related financial reporting. So today I'm focused on the 5 topics. One, the overview of our foundation. And secondly, the S1 and S2, very overview points. And next, and the next step, our foundation will precede S1 and S2 adoption to many area and countries, jurisdiction. So I'm happy to work with many people. And finally, and how and why to prepare in order to adopt S1 and S2 and the other S3, S4, S5, many. And how companies should be prepared in order to create a report based on the global standards. First of all, I'd like to the structure of the IFRS Foundation. The IFRS Foundation has a 3-tier governance model. And top is the monitoring board. Monitoring board has members are government authorities and responsible for corporate reporting in their jurisdiction. And many kinds of high-level experts watch the two boards' work. And the foundation trustees are responsible for the strategy and oversight of the standard setting board. The accounting boards are founded in 2001, Bruin, and the sustainability board was founded in 2021 at COP26 in Glasgow, 2 years ago. The boards are independent and complementary to provide comprehensive information to investors and other providers of capital. Capital includes of the human capital and intellectual capital needs. They work in the public interest, with both boards overseen by the IFRS Foundation trustees. Trustee member is also very diversified in each area, each location, and which into the two boards working. As you know, managing sustainability-related risks and opportunities is very active of the successful of companies. Understanding these risks and opportunities and how the company is addressing them is a very critical importance of investors. And sustainability isn't just a compliance exercise. Sustainability-related works are responsibility is the responsibility of management boards. And their management are responsibility to how to handle sustainability-related issues for their corporate value. And ISSB is focused on the strong market demanding. So investors need decision useful and comparable information that enable them to understand sustainability-related risks and opportunities. Information is provided not a consistent manner and has the design to meet different audience. There has been confusion around the world of standards and frameworks, with companies and investors seeking clarity, clear guidance for their activities. This confusion adds the cost and complexity to companies and for the capital markets, which relates the convert information to function efficiency. So ISSB has started 2 years ago. ISSB standards enhance investor-company dialogue and two phases. One is decision useful. Second is cost effectiveness. ISSB has focused on making sure the standards utilize decision useful information through development globally comparable sustainability-related disclosure that is assurable to meet the information needs to investors, and they are cost-effective, enable to companies to communicate with investors globally comparable, comprehensive information about the sustainability-related risks and opportunities. Board members have the responsibility to engage stakeholders, and ISSB may be the good tool to communication between investors and management. This chart is very understandable, I think. This slide sets where the ISSB standards fit within the disclosure landscape. Very small, deep blue box is the information that's currently in organizational financial statements area. That is area balance sheet, income statements, and cash flow, and notes and financial statements. And that information is almost all the mandatory disclosure area. Then next, and border as integrated reporting, a second one, and there is the border set of the information, middle box. First is called sustainability-related financial disclosure area, and reporting on the subset of sustainability topics that are relevant to the investors. This is the preview of the ISSB area. Blue one, deep blue one is the IASB area, blue one in the ISSB area. And the inner box and gray one, as the middle box make up the suitable information that's the traditional of interest of investors and to the capital markets participants. We call the integrated reporting, maybe other word is one report, maybe. And this is very good 10 years ago and based on the IIRC established. And in this final, very big part is sustainability information. It is represented in the large box. It's called sustainability information, like the GRI reporting focus on this gray area. More importantly, each sustainability-related subject, which are impact, what kind of impact to your company's activities and value creation. And for example, 15 years ago, GHG emission is just focused on the many multi-stakeholder social interests, just social interests. However, currently, GHG emissions per year is an impact to the sustainability-related financial area. This is a very big impact to the financial situation, financial results. So we have to report in the area of the blue area. And other related area should be connected with integrated reporting and light blue area. So, and what is the materiality for your company, and what kind of reporting is necessary to the communication with investors and corporate capital markets players? So, I'd like to introduce IRS S1. S1 is the general requirements for the disclosure of the sustainability-related financial information. Today's session is financial-related sustainability information. However, many kinds of sustainable information. For example, sustainability information. Information for sustainability-related subjects. And third one is sustainability-related financial information. Sustainability information, many kinds of flavor in each subject. So, and our focus on the sustainability-related financial information, is our focus. And this one has 5 elements. That's all. That's it. And one is material risk information sustainability, and it is shifted architecture oriented and requirements industry specific disclosure and resource of the help the companies to identify sustainability related risks and opportunities, and accounting and conjunction with accounting requirements gap. And the contents of the S1, the 6 contents: objectives, scope, conceptual foundations, core contents, and general requirements, and error-related issues. Today, I'm just very overview, and I focus on the objectives and the conceptual foundations. First of all, I'd like to introduce objective of the S1. IFRS S1 sets of the requirement for the company to disclose information about its sustainability-related risks and opportunities to meet the information needs to investors. When we talk about sustainability-related risks and opportunities, we are not talking about each and every risk and opportunity that an entity could be affected by. Rather than S1 especially asks for information which on those risks and opportunities that investors would be interested in, or not interested in factors, very important, which S1 is described as information about an all sustainability related risks and opportunities that could reasonable by expected by the affect and company's cash flow. Its access to finance or cost of capital over the short, medium, and long term. The short form being sustainability-related risks and opportunities that could respond reasonable by expected to affect the company's prospects. More importantly, the companies should identify material sustainability information. What is your company's material information? Or is nothing? What is your material information is more important. How to identify your material information for sustainability-related information and interest from the investors. And IFRS Foundation shared description of the materiality. What is materiality is? ISB and ISS have the same definition regarding materiality. So it is based on the discussion, connectivity of the both standards. Sustainability-related financial information, things to remember. Focus on regarding any information, 7 elements is important. 1 is relevant. Second is material, and faithful, comparability, and valuable, and timely, and understandable. That kind of information are decision-making useful and very valuable for the investors and the capital markets players. And will investors able to understand the connectivity between sustainability-related risks and opportunities, and disclosure on the core content, and sustainability-related financial information and financial statement. And for the please see after that, I shared my presentation after that. And I introduced S2. S2 it focuses on climate-related disclosures. Many people are some confusion S1 and S2. S1 is a general requirement. The S2 is if your company identified climate-related risks of material, your corporate value, please use the S2 for your reporting and disclosure. And if your company identified other sustainability-related issues are more material than climate, you can describe disclosure as the S1 framework. For example, human rights, human capital, and biodiversity-related issues. So, but S2, the climate first, I call it the climate first. Because the climate is a very critical issue for many companies and very high level interest from the social interest. So we first try to the S2 and the climate related disclosure. And happily, TCFD has already many experience and exercise in the companies. A foundation can use such kind of experience and practice in the companies are very effective and valuable practice and inside the companies. So, importance of this is based on the TCFD recommendation. So, and in Japan, a lot of companies support the TCFD disclosure requirements and reporting based on the TCFD framework. And such kind of practice very effective to create S2 requirements disclosure in companies. So, based on the very voluntary based practice, contributes to the create mandatory disclosure based on the S2. S1 needs to be applied with everything S1. S1 is general information. After that, company use the S2 because necessary in the near future. It may take a long time. IRS Foundation will be published the other S3, S4, S5, and based in the S1. And after that, they use the S2. And our next step. IRS Foundation are making efforts to implement our standards and 4-pillar strategy to support adoption and use of the ISSB standards. One is the guidance, prepare the guidance for the company. And second one, adoption guidance. And S1, S2 adoption guidance will be released in the near future. Third one, and the transition that supports the transition phase. 4 is the additional support including company building for companies and regulators. In order to adopt S1 and S2, maybe in many kinds of practice and lesson and learning and many should be get the many skills and techniques. And IFRS Foundation supports many companies and regulators and capital markets related people to utilize S1 and S2 to increase increase decision making and increase the corporate value through the reporting practice. Sorry, so next one, why to prepare it. The ISSB standards can deliver 3 market players. One is investors, and access to the more consistent, comparable, variable, and comprehensive disclosure provided. And for companies, for companies, positive effect on the players such as governance, strategy, access to capital cost of capital, reputation, and employees and stakeholder engagement. And I have many experience regarding the integrated reporting area in Japan. And 1,000 companies are trying to create the integrated reports. And such companies' experience and exercise is very positive to increase the corporate value. Especially, it's good management tools to increasing engagement, stakeholders, and employees. Especially recently, human capital and human resources as very critical for the companies' behavior and companies' value. And corporate reporting, integrated reporting, and sustainability-related financial reporting are very good tools to the involvement and engagement for the stakeholders, especially your important stakeholders. And for the financial markets, improve the transparency about sustainability-related risks and expected contribute to long-term financial stability. And TCFD is focused on the Financial Sustainability Board, FSB. So, because the sustainability-related information is very critical for the company stability of the financial markets, and credible information and the transferable information are important to the good and well capital markets. And ISSB standards will contribute to three stakeholders among the capital markets. However, and more importantly, how to company creates the good disclosure and reporting based on your good practice. And how to get started in the company side, I pointed out 3 points. Evaluate internal system and process for the corrective information and throughout your value chain. Maybe S1 and S2 requires the scope 3 information. It's necessary. In other words, in the company, how to handle your supply chain throughout the world. It is very important information for management and investors. And investor decision useful information is also the management decision useful information. And consider sustainability-related risks and opportunities that affect end business. More importantly, what kind of sustainability subject, or what kind of risks, what opportunities? Risks and opportunities is a two faces of coins. So importantly, what is the subject? Sustainability subject, or how material for your corporate value and financial value. And get familiar to the fundamental concept within S1. Why S1 is important? And last week, ISL Foundation first joint board meeting with ISSB and ISSB. And in this meeting, all board members mentioned, more importantly, the connectivity in order to based on the integrated thinking and reporting. And based on the integrated thinking and reporting, it's a very critical to create the sustainability-related financial information and disclosure. And such kind of integrated thinking and reporting are also contribute to increase the management quality and the decision making in the management. And this I understand. So in the Japanese practice, and good reporting company has a good management. So, and the good reporting is based on with focus on the capital market requirements and the investors' needs. And S1 and S2 and ISB standards may contribute to increase the quality of the reporting disclosure for the market. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ms. Yoshiko Shibasaga, for the very insightful presentation to lay out the sustainability